So I've been splitting the first block that came off, and you can see some areas. Definitely this tree was dying for a while. And we're going to take another look at that over here. So that's from one block, and I'm not done yet. But this part is the part that was against the tree, and it's just so curly, plus kind of rotten, that it will not split. So I'm going to have to cut that. So when we look at the tree, I counted, and it's not easy to count. I mean, there's the center right there. And counting out, it grew most on this side, which kind of makes sense. That's where most of the light is. And I think that's where the might have been the downside of the tree. So I counted about 125 rings, and we calculated that we're at this point we're like 8 feet into the air, or at least, yeah, we probably are, from the ground all the way up to here because of where I'm cutting. So we added on another 15, so it puts us into, and it was difficult counting here where the rings were really close. So I didn't add any for that, but it puts us in about 1880, which is what we were thinking it was. So late 70s to 1880 is what we're estimating. So also, if you look at the pattern here, so we have solid wood down in here, and then we have this rot going on up in here and over here, and you can kind of see how it's kind of right in here. And if you look up here, which I didn't like, this is the carving. So it wasn't deep here, but then there was a big letter here. This is where it was deep, and this is where, when the bark fell off about a year or two ago, I guess 2 years ago, a bunch of bark fell right off here. It went up to the point that whole letter fell off. And that's when I really began to be worried that the tree was not as healthy as I was hoping. So I'm not saying the carving did it, but I think you better think twice when you're carving into these trees, because it's a cut. It's opening a vulnerability to the tree. And one guy said to me that the smooth bark trees they just don't have they don't heal the same as with the other ones. So I'm not saying that's it, but it's very suspicious that it's on that area of the tree. Okay, I'm gonna go get some gas for the chainsaws, and then we'll finish cutting this block, which should go pretty easy now. You know, a couple slices there, slice that way, and that one's done. And then I'm going to take another block off and start splitting. And as I move up the tree, I suspect in through here it's going to be nice and easy. Well, easy compared to when we hit into here. Then there's parts that are going to be really tough because you got those limbs that came off. And then into here and there. There's going to be some major work into here. The problem is it's right against the ground. Right into here, so that's going to be a challenge. To there and over to about there, I'll be okay because I'm above the ground. So right in here is going to be a challenge, but one step at a time, and let's keep going.